What's up, my XRP brothers from another mother and my cute XRP sisters? This is Rob with the Rob007 channel coming to you from beautiful Venice Island. Absolutely gorgeous day down at the beach. Better roll up the windows just in case we get any distracting noises here. And the title of this episode is Updated Timeline That Gets Your XRP from $5 to $1,000 Revealed. Hold on tight, and I got a great one for you guys. And I want to do a special shout out to Bradley Kimes at Digital Perspective, my XRP brother from another mother. Met him in person at XRP Vegas. He's so gracious and generous. It was fantastic, one of my highlights of the year. And he won't forget me, because I'm the fellow, when I met him, I said, I'm the fellow that had not been on a commercial airline flight in over 28 years, because I had a really bad flight experience up to Chicago. And I said, I ain't getting on one unless I have to. So yes, he does remember. Now, Brad, I'd be actually forever grateful if you can actually make an announcement either on your YouTube or your X account that my old channel, XRP 007, is no longer, and that the new channel for everyone to follow me at is at Rob007. So, and also you guys out there, if you follow Brad and up on X or in the comments or up on YouTube, if you guys would be so helpful if you just kind of like tap him on the shoulder, get his attention, let him know about, hey, Rob's XRP 007 channel is now Rob007, and hopefully again he can get that out on his channel, be epic. And so there's a picture of us I had together, and I posted it up on YouTube, actually up on X. You can see it up there. And so we're getting that tweet's going viral. It's a picture of him and I from XRP Vegas. It's already gone viral, but if you guys want to chime in and help, that would be really great. And and you know what, guys, I'm so excited on this afternoon. We got an absolute sea of red, but guess what? I have cracked the code how really close we are to going through the roof. And actually, going to the moon and going to the moon and Mars. So watch this episode to the end. And by the end of this episode, I'm going to have you guys champagne popping, island hopping, and yacht shopping for that bigger boat. I guarantee it. And a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And thank you as always. We got closing in on 8,000 subs. Trying to claw back to the 31,000 we had on the old channel. But indeed, if you are new to this channel, if you would, hit the subscribe button to subscribe, the bell for notifications, that like button, you know the drill, tap it, slap it, whatever you are feeling for a Friday. The weekend is here. And if you do Twitter, follow me at Rob XRP 007, my XRP Twitter family. And also, real quickly, in under 2 minutes or so, iTrustCapital, link is in the description. One of my top places to custody, actually hits the second spot for me. 0 fees for custody, 1% on the trade fees. Unbelievable. They give you a $100 signing bonus when you sign up, and they will have an ROI on your XRP. Absolutely loving it. Number 2, also tied for second, Caleb and Brown, no fees for custody, and you can pick up the phone. They got a broker. And then best part I like about Caleb and Brown, I got my sell orders in. When we hit the banana zone and the exchanges do freeze up, I expect them to, not all, but a good many of them, I'll be able to get my sell order in at the top. Not financial advice. Link is in the description. Tell them Rob sent you. And last but not least, you guys are loving the ROI XRP OMG. Just email me your name and number and a good time to call. My email's in the description. Be leery of the imposters on this channel. And they are my number 1 spot for custody. I sleep so good at night. So if you want to just inquire about that on the custody and not even the ROI, you can email me and I will reach out to you and call you on that old-fashioned thing called phone. And last but not least, Kraken, yes, they're doubling the pot. It's I think upwards of $150 when you sign up and open an account with them. Links in the description. What I love about them is that I get really tight trades, so I don't have any slippage on that, and their fees are also quite reasonable. Use it almost every single day. Last but not least, tomorrow I'll be making tomorrow everybody might be able to sign up for the Patreon. I'm still doing a little tweaking on that. It is indeed $19.99 a month, and we'll have a private Discord that once a week we'll have a Q&A that lasts an hour, and that we go over anything that you want to ask me. I'll be in there throughout the week as well, and also I'll be sharing my trades as well as other tokens that I'm going into on that Discord. And also, just as a bonus, what I'm going to be doing now is that when you do sign up, if you want, you get a 30-minute call with me if you want me to go over your portfolio. I know a lot of people in this space charge anywhere from $600 up to $6,000 for an hour consultation, so I'm throwing mine in when you join join for 30 minutes when you join. And last but not least is now moving on to the other stuff. A shout out to Randy up in beautiful, breathtaking Oregon on a 10-acre farm. Be still my beating heart. And I knew, that's my executive producer. Anyway, beautiful, breathtaking Oregon. Just beautiful. It took my breath away. Yeah, Randy, he was wondering about why I was grinning so much, talking about that XRP ROI OMG. Now he knows. He's grinning too. He's hopping aboard. So look forward to meeting you in person. That farm living's doing you well. Currently, we got Bitcoin. It's just ugly. 84,000. Unbelievable. Down 3%. XRP hit a low, I think, like $1.82 perhaps. It was $1.93 last I checked, down 3%. On the 24-hour. And yes, and you know, actually when I look at the price, I think shot through the heart. And BTC's to blame. You're giving XRP a bad name. All right, so can you believe tomorrow's ISO 222 is that the final day, no extensions anymore for 11,000 banks, 200 countries, SWIFT and FedNow to be on that new messaging system that includes that little thing called rich data. Yeah, that's called attaching payments, and that will simply moving money as simple and fast as an email. Will it flip the price of XRP? Probably not, but they will have that in play when they are ready to go and to flip the switch. So you can say that they're RTG, as I like to say, ready to go. An exciting times. Monday could be absolutely huge with why. Talking about both Franklin Templeton with well under 1 trillion of assets under management going live with their XRP spot ETF, as well as Grayscale. And Grayscale, don't discount them in the volume they can do. So we got a twofer, not one but two, to launch on Monday. Monday could be so exciting. And keep in mind, all 9 XRP ETFs will be launched no later than a week from Saturday on November 29th. So exciting. Will we get a BOGO and get a bonus and have that BlackRock one thrown in before that deadline and make it an even 10? Time will tell. And also, yes, we're talking about other dates. The 18th and the 19th, the last day that we will have, so we only got the 18th is going to be the last day for people up at DC before they head home. And then the same thing with like the stock market before Christmas. A lot of people will be taking off on the 19th. So we do have like a good solid, what is that? We're going to have like a good solid, some time here. We got some time. December 1st, that's also right around the corner. Quantitative easing. That's going to be for more money flow into crypto for risk on assets. Cannot wait. Turn that money printer on, Jerome Powell. And December 10th, speaking of Jerome Powell, we will get the rate cuts. Right now, I think they really are kind of waffling between 0.25 basis point and 50 half. I don't expect a half. But if we even just get a quarter point, which I call the 50-50 odds right now, that could be the catalyst for the RTC reverse carry trade to happen. And the bank license, tick-tock. I actually now, it's still 90% odds that I think that happens no later than December 18th. That's going to be epic and includes that Fed master account. Just waiting. Cannot wait for that to happen. Cannot wait to see the announcements that Ripple has once after we get that. The Clarity Act, once again, tick-tock. I've slightly adjusted my time frame and when we may see the odds of that happening. I think now that we get it possibly signed up for markup and even possibly for a vote would be December 18th. We still have a little bit of time, and so I'm getting a 50% chance it does happen in December, and the other 50% January of Q1. Only one date, and yes, for me, only one date, then one shoe left to drop for me. I'm waiting before we really have that. Everything lined up, everything's go for launch for a flip the switch moment. That is the date that the Clarity Act goes effective. Could we have a flip the switch moment price before regs happen? Absolutely. We'll recount that. None other than Jake Claver. Shout out to you, Jake. Did a beautiful travel vlog when he was up in Ripple, as well as an event in Miami. Love watching your travel vlogs. You got a great production team working for you. So just straight up first class work. Anyway, he says he's convinced that everything's just lining up perfectly over the next few days, and that yes, that we could have a reverse carry trade happen. It's imminent, and he actually cites none other than R3 Corda, saying, yeah, we don't need any clarity. We got it right now in XRP. The code cracked as we get near to the end of this episode. By George, I might be able to keep this under 15 minutes, knock on wood. Here's how close we really are. So I kind of dug into it because I've always heard that on the, as far as the ETFs, they get to buy the ETFs on OTC, over the counter. And that once that ran out, then they would start to buy the supply off of the existing, what's left on the exchanges. So I went to Grok and asked him, and I said, all right, tell me how much XRP we have left on OTC. And Grok came back and said, look, we can't give you an exact figure because it's private. All right, that's privately, but we can tell you this. Let me just go over the XRP numbers that they gave us. There's 100 billion XRP in total supply. We all know that. And we also know it's a deflationary supply. That's a little bit is burned on every single transaction. And that the circulating supply is 60.2 billion XRP. That is what is on the exchanges as well as what is on 6 million wallets. And in escrow, we got 37.7 billion XRP left on the escrow. So when you add those two numbers together between the escrow and the circulating supply, we got 94.9 billion XRP, leaving roughly only 5 billion XRP left on over-the-counter, OTC. All right, and when they run out of that 5 billion, and when we're talking about the surge of money, the tsunami of money coming from these asset managers, they have to buy the XRP on the exchanges. And then when you back out and you say, all right, 60.2 billion, and it's been rumored that there's only about 3 billion left on the exchanges. The Todd report it says it could be as little as 1.5 billion. Do you see exactly how close we are? I mean, this has me so pumped up. We're so close. There is really not a lot left between OTC and what's on the exchanges. And yes, this is for the very best for last. Getting ready for, let's see, what do I have here on this? Oh yeah, get ready for on Monday, I'm going to put this one up front. On Monday, get ready for a record-breaking day. With both Franklin Templeton and Grayscale, it's going to be record-breaking. So make zero doubt on that. And best for last, this is from Todd of the Todd Report. Absolutely love this one. This is the one that has me so fired up. He says the flip the switch, that's going to be on POTUS on his order, the President of the United States, when he's ready. It won't happen before then. But the ETFs, Todd cites it will go from $5 to $40 with our ETFs. And he goes on to say with CFTC, commodities future will get us from $30 to $100 on the XRP by December 31st. Who's not liking anywhere between $30 and $100 by the end of the year? That's my bet, $100 I have with my executive producer that we hit 100 by the end of the year. And then for January 26th, Todd has 100 to, you got it, a 4-digit XRP, $1,000 XRP, no later than the end of January of Q1. Only so many days away. Are you not excited? Well, what we got? What's today? The 21st. So that's like 70 days total for 4-digit XRP. And then he goes on just to conclude, no wine or beverages involved. That all sounds good to me, and it also sounds like a bigger boat. See you guys in the next episode. Peace out.